If you've been married 5 years, 10 years, especially 15 years or 20 years, you probably are like many other couples where you kind of fall into this rut, especially when kids come along and life gets busy and you start to neglect your marriage. You're not really nurturing your marriage anymore because there are so many things trying to vie for your attention, the kids especially. And if you're not being intentional with your marriage, the love just sort of flitters away. And pretty soon you feel like you're like roommates instead of lovers, and you feel like, well, this person's actually quite irritating. And then you might even start asking that question, did I marry the wrong man? Well, probably not. You're in a very common situation, but there are a couple of things you can do, 3 things, simple things I want to recommend that can help you regain that loving feeling, how to fall back in love with your husband. The first one is this, and it's actually based in something in Revelation. Listen to what the Bible's book of Revelation says to the church of Ephesus. It's kind of a rebuke. It says, "Yet I hold this against you. You have forsaken the love you had at first. Consider how far you have fallen. Repent and do the things you did at first." Ooh, we get a clue there. Do the things you did at first. When is the last time you went to a movie with your husband, or went snowboarding with your husband if you used to do that? Or maybe in the summer you guys went on hikes or whatever, or went kayaking. What things did you do when you were dating, or maybe just young newlyweds? Maybe it's time for you to intentionally schedule some of those kinds of activities with your husband again, to do the things that you used to do at first. What's wrong with dating your husband 15 years after you married him? You can start dating him again, flirt with him, have fun with him, and do some of the things that you used to do. So that's suggestion number 1. Suggestion number 2, this is not going to take a lot of work. Kiss your husband with passion. When is the last time you did that? Instead of just a perfunctory kiss as they head out the door, bye, maybe love you, and then it's just this little peck that you would give your grandmother. Maybe it's time for a more passionate kiss. It's amazing what that will do to bring back those loving feelings between both of you. And then thirdly, and I found this to be huge in my marriage to Raul. We were married 16 years, and I remember every once in a while, because he was not a perfect man and I was not a perfect woman, but sometimes little things that he would do would start to annoy me, and I'd start to get really frustrated, and I'd be like, "Rrr," and you know what I'm talking about. And I would remember the verse in Philippians 4, verse 8. Let me read it to you. "Whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things." And so that's exactly what I would do in those moments where I'd start to get frustrated or annoyed, or, sometimes just downright disappointed with something about him. I would start to list mentally, sometimes even write down, the things that were good about my husband. And I know you're thinking, well, there's nothing good about my husband. That is a lie. There's something good about your husband. Start listing anything good about him, even if it's things that he doesn't do bad, like that he doesn't go out drinking every night, or that he isn't gaming 24/7 and refusing to work like some other guys. Start to list what is good about your husband. If you list 5, 6, 7 things, I can almost guarantee you that within minutes, your perspective on your husband will change, and you'll start to say, I guess he's not that bad after all. And some of those loving feelings might start to return.